Why is primary energy still king? What is primary energy? Primary energy is basically free energy we extract from nature. So coal is primary energy, oil is primary energy that we take from nature, gas is primary energy, and the wind and the solar we take from the air is primary energy. We just find it in nature. It's right there. It's free. I get a lot of arguments in the discussion on LinkedIn or on other social media where people are saying that actually the new world, largely wind and solar based, will reduce our total primary energy requirement. In fact, even the IEA assumes in their net zero pathway that primary energy will reduce by 10% in the next 7 years and then remain at a very low level over the next decades, even as the population increases and even as the energy consumption per capita increases dramatically, of course, in Africa and the Asian world. And you can see here how the primary energy has been increasing for decades ever, and I believe it will continue to, and yet large energy institutions assume it's going down. Well, I would like to challenge this view in this blog about why primary energy is still king. It is really about a whole array of issues. But let's first take a quick step back into what is energy. So energy largely comes from oil, coal, and gas. 80% of our total primary energy comes from that. Now, this energy is used to generate electricity for our daily consumption, or of course give us heat to warm ourselves for transportation purposes and industrial purposes. The electricity itself comes to 60% from coal and gas, and about 12% from wind and solar. Now, the primary energy argument is an important one. The primary energy, in a way, what is primary energy? Primary energy is basically free energy we extract from nature. So coal is primary energy, oil is primary energy that we take from nature, gas is primary energy, and the wind and the solar we take from the air is primary energy. We just find it in nature. It's right there. It's free. Now, first, we need to use energy to extract this primary energy from nature. So we need to have machines to dig out the coal or to find the oil and the gas. We need to drill deep, or we need to build equipment to collect the solar or the wind energy. So you need to expand energy to extract primary energy from nature, number one. And then the second, you need to condition this energy you have now extracted to actually make it usable for you. So usable means what? Usable is heat, or usable is electricity. Let's make it simple. In this case, let's talk about electricity a bit more. Transportation, of course, also. So you need to then expand energy to make the primary energy that you've extracted usable for your own purpose. Now, the argument I make in this blog is that really the primary energy efficiency of wind and solar is less than the primary energy efficiency from gas and coal. So basically, when you extract gas and coal, you need to get energy out, and then you combust it in power plants. But when you need to collect or want to collect primary energy from wind and solar, you need to build a much larger equipment base because of the low energy density per square meter of wind and solar available to us. And then you need to condition this extracted electricity, it is electricity, so a way that you can use it. You can actually not use solar energy unless you have a backup system, a short duration backup, you have a long duration energy backup, or you have a backup power station, and you have a much larger network integration infrastructure. So you have to actually consider all of these ancillary systems in order to make the extracted energy from solar and wind usable in your home. And all of this together actually means that the primary energy efficiency is reducing over time. So even though primary energy is free to collect, the fact is that the energy required to condition and to extract the energy and then to make the wind and solar energy truly usable is much larger. And the consequences are very large. Actually, we are reducing our energy efficiency through wind and solar, purely driven by physics because of the low energy density and because of the intermittency that we have to overcome with ancillary systems. So when the IEA says that primary energy will reduce because of electrification using wind and solar, they are wrong.